Although it wasn't the very first to market with a compact and affordable SUV, nor was Renault terribly far behind when it launched the Captur in 2013. And goodness has the Captur captured people's imagination, establishing itself as the biggest selling car of its type in Europe. Which in turn means there's plenty of choice available when it comes to finding a used example. So for this CarGurus used car review, let's begin by thinking about what it is that has made the Captur so popular, starting with the way it looks, because despite being based on a Renault Clio Super Mini, this thing is chunkier, it's more substantial, it has more presence, and all without being so big that it's difficult to drive or to park. The extra size over a Clio also liberates more boot space. In fact, in this regard, the Captur is one of the roomiest cars in its class, helped because you can slide the rear seats forwards to increase luggage capacity. Now, obviously, if you do have these seats all the way forward, then you lose most of the legroom. So it's no good for taller passengers, but if it's kids, then that's fine, and you can slide them back in stages. Now, when they are all the way back, legroom is actually good. And on the family-friendly front, obviously you get ISOFIX mounting points for a couple of child seats. The other thing that is good about these crossovers for parents is that because of that bit higher off the ground, you don't need to bend in so far when it comes to strapping your little ones in. Another thing that will appeal to families is the Captur's 5 out of 5 star rating from independent crash test organisation Euro NCAP. However, while you do get loads of airbags and electronic systems such as stability control, one thing you can't have with the Captur is any kind of autonomous emergency braking system that will identify if you're about to hit the vehicle in front and then automatically apply the brakes. As for the driving position, you do get this raised view that SUV drivers like, and there's lots of adjustment in the seat, and if I can find the lever, which is here, in the steering wheel as well, so it's easy to get comfortable. The dash isn't made from the softest of materials I've ever come across. It's a bit hard and scratchy, but the design itself is pretty funky, and there's lots of little storage areas to put your odds and ends, including a reasonable sized glove box. One thing to note though is that this touchscreen does not come on the lower spec Expression models. While not a sporty drive, the Renault is respectably comfortable, particularly at low speeds where the soft suspension and well-cushioned seats help to smooth out the bumps. It also has light controls, and aside from a slightly restricted view over your shoulder, visibility is good, so it's an easy car to drive. The engines are fairly evenly split between petrol and diesel. The cheapest is the 0.9 litre turbo petrol, which is fine for around town, although bear in mind it can only be had with a manual gearbox. If you want the option of an automatic, you'll need either the 1.2 turbo petrol or the 1.5 litre diesel, which are also better suited to motorway driving. Whatever Captur you choose, it will be front-wheel drive. If you need a small 4x4, try something like a Suzuki Vitara instead. As for common problems, look out for clutch judder on the 1.5 diesel and listen for any knocks from the front suspension when you turn the wheel. Some owners have also found that the touchscreen and all radio can develop glitches. There are also a couple of dates to consider. The first is April 2017, because for any vehicle registered after that, the annual road tax will increase from being potentially free from the lowest emission Capturs to a flat rate of £140. The other date to bear in mind is February 2018, which is when Renault cut its new car warranty from an excellent 4 years and 100,000 miles to a conventional 3 years and 60,000 miles. If you're looking at a diesel, factor in that the cam belt should be replaced at around the 5-year mark, which can cost £500 or more from a Renault dealer. Whatever Captur grabs your attention, you'll want to know you're getting a good deal from a top-rated dealer, which is where CarGurus technology comes in, allowing us to rank listings according to what represent the best deals, as opposed to simply doing it from the cheapest to the most expensive. So whether you're in the market for a Captur or any other used car, please do head to cargurus.co.uk, as well, of course, as subscribing to this YouTube channel so we can keep you posted when our latest new and used car reviews go live.